What's up, everybody? My name is Denzel Chisolm, and I'm a dancer and choreographer. The pieces I did in this leg of Together Again were Son of a Gun, which is on her All For You album, and That's the Way Love Goes on her Janet album. The Son of a Gun piece was all of my choreography, which was a big challenge because my inspiration of that number was her when she did it on All For You tour, and that performance was just legendary. The energy of that song and that music video with her and Missy Elliott is just a little bit more on the aggressive side and masculine energy. She's so fly when she's just that shot of her walking. So I wanted to capture that essence in the dance, and Gil happened to mention to use bats for the routine. So I knew I had to work with bats. I don't know where to get the bats from. I don't know what size, how tall the bat should be, how heavy. So I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and got 5 bats that I just thought would work. And those are the bats that we're using in the show, just painted. I like working with props. It's a good practice of discipline for everybody, so I think it worked out really well.
Denzel. Denzel came to London and we worked on Son of a Gun, working with bats. Those bats are so heavy. You get used to them, but then you don't. But I loved it. I thought he did a wonderful job with the choreography. I felt comfortable with it. Effective, cool, and he's easy to learn from. All the boys are easy to learn from, all the guys. But it was just very relaxed, very chill.
Creating Son of a Gun was tricky because it was during me working on Coachella with Doja Cat. A little bit before the first performance of Doja Cat is when I started creating, and I barely had finished the piece. And then during the first week and the second week is when I flew to London to teach her. So I had to fly to London after Coachella, teach her for a couple days, fly back to Palm Springs and perform the second week. And we got it done. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it to be able to be in a room, have Janet learn my moves, have her bring out everything that was in my head. It's crazy. It's insane. It's Janet Jackson. I felt like Son of a Gun was a priority because it involved a prop. So I wanted to get that out the way. Knowing that I was gonna keep That's the Way Love Goes original chorus from Tina Landon because it's just so iconic. I wanted to keep that in there and a bit of Caitlin Watson's routine in there. So it was less to make up, and it felt like it'll come more natural to me. So I started it later. I got in the studio with a bunch of friends, and when we all went to London to start rehearsing, I finished it on the boys there. That was a really dope process as well. I love that song. I love the feel, the music video, just the iconic essence of that song I wanted to bring in my own way.
They all have different styles, all the boys. Denzel, his is more, it's like fluid to me. It's very liquidy is the way that I describe it. You have to be very loose. Your body has to be very loose. It's the way he moves his body, and even when it's beautiful.
For this process of these 2 pieces, I was a little less nervous than the first time I was able to choreograph for her, which was the Damn Baby music video along with Gil and Luther Brown. That was my first time ever choreographing on anybody, and for it to be Janet Jackson, to be honest, at first when I got asked from Gil, I said no. Felt like I was not ready. I felt like I wasn't qualified. But he really instilled that confidence and that trust. So with this time around, I felt like I went in with that already, and I was a little bit more experienced this time around to trust in what I can bring to the table. You want to make sure the material is right because this is the Janet Jackson, and not everyone gets to have this opportunity. So I wanted to make sure it was right, but also I needed to trust in myself and what I can bring.
I remember when he choreographed Damn Baby, and you become so used to learning the style, the feel of the choreographer that you're working with at that moment. So stepping into something new, completely different for the body and foreign for the body. And I remember doing Damn Baby and how it seemed very awkward to me. I liked it very much. It was just very different. It was foreign to my body, those movements. So, but that's the way it is most of the time, working with different choreographers, which is nice. So your body as a dancer understands the different styles. It's going to be foreign. Keep with it. Your body will connect with it at some point, hopefully.
Being able to see the pieces we created on stage is fulfilling because we have come a long way in such a short amount of time. To know like it started with an idea, and even the days starting going into the studio with nothing and coming out with a little something. Now we're here and the whole piece is finished and we're performing it and the crowd is engaged and liking it, and then you see Janet in her element. It's just a beautiful thing, and I feel really proud of what I created and what we created. And I just hope that it's received that way. I hope that you guys enjoy it, watching it. It feels really nice to do, so thank you for supporting us and supporting me. Thank you, Jay, Gil, and team for having me present my work on this stage. This is a big, big deal, and I'm just honored to be a part of this.